This is Administrative Law Judge Taylor on the record in the case of Leo Kono versus Los Angeles County, state hearing number 105103483. Today is March 25th, 2022. The time, the time is 3:03 p.m.
Interface Gary in the Appeals and State Hearing section. My work hours off. Good afternoon, Honor.
Good afternoon. This is Administrative Law Judge Taylor. I'm calling in reference to the hearing of Leo Kono. Are you ready to proceed in that matter?
Yes, I am.
All right. Mr. Kono should be here momentarily. I believe he's in the lobby. Just give it 1 second. Yep.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Welcome back. Thank you.
You're welcome. He has the copies.
Got the copies. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna give.
All right. Those are for Miss
And
Washington?
for Miss Washington.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
And he's gonna give your copy.
Thank you very much. All right.
You need two, right?
No. Just one. The other one was for the county. All right. Good afternoon to you both. This is the state hearing of Leo Kono versus Los Angeles County. This is a hybrid hearing. Mr. Kono is appearing in person at the county office, and the county representative is appearing via phone. I'm Administrative Law Judge Taylor. I've been appointed by the California Department of Social Services. I do not work for the county. Let's have the parties place their full name on the record, starting with the claimant.
Leo Kono.
And for the county?
Honor Tim Yonah. Last name spelled T-I-N.
All right, and this hearing is being recorded as required by law, so please speak clearly and one at a time. Mr. Kono, have you received the 8-page statement of position?
Yes.
This case has an 8-page statement of position. All right. It's been received. You've read it. It says there's really no issue. So what's this case about?
This is, the two cases is about the CalFresh and the food pantries, and that $292 is not enough because it only lasts 7 days, and I'm forced to go to the food pantries where they don't want me going there because of laundering, and they don't want me going there because I have an entourage. And
so it's the same county action as the last hearing, that the county awarded $292 effective November 1st, 2024.
Basically,
the same county action.
The food pantries are retaliating. They're giving me
I can only review the county action. So the county action is the same.
Well, the county action is that I'm quoting Welfare and Institutions Code WIC 17000 17,000. Every county and every city and county shall relieve and support all incompetent, poor, indigent persons and those incapacitated by age, disease, or accident lawfully resident therein. So what this is saying is that I'm supposed to get 3 meals a day for 30 days or 31 days in a month, and the $292 is only lasting 7 days. So you're blatantly breaking California WIC code 17000. On top of that, there is another one called jurisdiction, which is.
All right, wait a minute. We haven't even started testifying because I haven't sworn anyone in. It sounds like this is the same county action.
One is regarding the actual amount of $292.
Okay.
And the other one is regarding the food pantries. So
this one's about the food pantry.
Well, I need to know what the SHN number is.
This is state hearing number 105-103-483.
483. Okay. I would have to look in my phone to see which one that matches up to.
Okay. I'm going to say this is about food pantries.
If you read the statement of position, I think it's called the
and they're denying you access.
If you go to the ACMS site, it'll be like the third or fourth item of the document list.
Of the evidence you've submitted?
If you go to this SHN and go to the document list, after I submit a request, ACMS replies back with an accepted, I think it's called summary.
This is about getting into the office with 2 bags.
Oh, no, get into the office.
You were denied access to the county office because you had too many bags? Is that what I'm hearing?
This was because I was reapplying for CalFresh back in October or November of last year. And I went to Grand Park and I was waiting for like a half hour, and then the defendants that are part of racketeering, they're using CIA direct link software.
Okay, wait a minute, sir. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so this appears to be about the food pantries. All right, so please raise your right hands. I'll now swear in both parties. Do you hereby solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Mr. Kono?
I do.
And Mr. Tim?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, so let me explain the hearing process. Both parties get to introduce evidence. You're pretty familiar with this. Get to testify and get to ask questions on cross-examination. A decision will now be made today. A written decision will be sent out to both parties. Mr. Kono, I have your email as leocono89@outlook.com. That's
Yes.
correct? All right, that's where the decision will be sent. Both parties will have 30 days to request a rehearing and 1 year to file an action in Superior Court. The issue is about denial of food pantry
Can I ask
access.
you a question?
Yes.
You said that I can file a writ of mandamus or mandate in Superior Court.
I did not say that. I said you can file an action in Superior Court within 1 year.
Right, but my question is there a different tribunal other than Superior Court? Because Superior Court has been arrested and convicted for pay-to-play racketeering. I can't not get justice in Superior Court. I need a different tribunal.
I can't order that, sir. The appeal process is rehearing within 30 days or an action in Superior Court within 1 year. If you're not satisfied with the Superior Court, then you can escalate it up to the Court of
Nancy
Appeals.
Medina and Elaine Mandel are
I don't know who those
operating
people are.
pay-to-play racketeering in California courts. Supreme Court, 2DCA, and
Nothing-
also
nothing I can do
trial
about that,
court.
sir.
So
Mr.
I need a different tribunal.
I can't give you that, sir. That's the process. All right, Mr. Tim, you have the burden. So I'll hear from you first whenever you're ready.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. As you stated, the issue here whether Los Angeles County has taken any adverse action on Mr. Kono's conference benefit effective November 2024. Also, according to the 90-day review period, the case consists of one-person household, which is Mr. Kono, is a 58-year-old citizen. The most recent application was on November 20, 2019. The case is assigned cycle 5 with date of the month of September and March, Your Honor. On 10/8/2024, the county notified Mr. Kono in writing that his CalFresh was approved for the maximum amount of $292.00 effective November 2024, and that is attachment 1. Therefore, Los Angeles County, Your Honor, respectfully request a dismissal due that there is no adverse action found on Mr. Kono's conference benefit, as his benefit has been recertified as of November 2024 to the present time in the amount of $292 each month, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tim. The claim is stating that he's not being allowed to access food pantries. Mr. Tim, does the county have any evidence on food pantry access?
No, Your Honor, the county does not have any jurisdiction over the food pantries, Your Honor.
Okay, does LA County run any food pantries?
I do not recall that the county is running the food pantry, Your Honor. To my knowledge.
Alrighty. Mr. Kono, you've heard the county's testimony. Any questions for Mr. Tim on cross-examination?
Yes, I object to, what did you say his name is, Mr. Tim?
Mr. Tim.
Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim, I'm objecting to what you say, because do you actually think that $292 is enough for 30 days and free meals? Do you think I can have 3 meals a day for 30 days on $292? Because according to WIC 17000,
Let him answer.
Your Honor, the county is not in the liberty of determining whether it is enough food or CalFresh entitlement. This is a federal program, Your Honor, and this is the maximum that the federal allow for one person. And Mr. Kono is receiving the maximum amount of $292 each month.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Any
Well,
further questions?
I have to conduct some diligence and go to Cornell website and get you the U.S. code. But I'm telling you that you're blatantly breaking the law of the California code. You're blatantly breaking the law, WIC 17000. You're blatantly breaking the California code, WIC Part 5, County Aid and Relief to Indigents. You're blatantly breaking the law, Health and Safety Code, HSC, Communicable Disease Prevention and Control, because The defendant's racketeering crew have deliberately and intentionally contaminated me with herpes and syphilis, and
At the food pantry?
at the food pantry, at the people concerned, the bin, Chrysalises, at downtown LA, Ross Store, Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, all of the clothing stores. This is biological warfare. They're contaminating my clothing with herpes and syphilis, and I require additional CalFresh. In addition to that, I also requested from LA Care Health Insurance, it's called additional CalFresh. They will not give it to me. Exemption request, they will not give it to me. And LA Care published an article in the year 2022 that if you're indigent and you need additional products because I'm suffering from a disease that I've been contaminated with herpes and syphilis, so I need additional CalFresh to buy over-the-counter products. And so there is the Health and Safety Code HSC 120115, communicable disease. And then there is the Gov Code 12926.1, and this is the California code for the American with Disabilities Act of 1990, but this is also the federal code. I can tell you that the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 is a federal law that's also being used by the Department of Agriculture. So the American with Disabilities Act of 1990 is providing funding to the county, to the state of California, and to the rest of the United States. So you wanted to know about the federal code. This is the federal code, the American with Disabilities Act, and it's also California code, Gov 12926.1. Also, I want to state to you other WIC codes, which includes the County Aid and Relief to Indigents Work Relief Projects 17200, where I'm suffering from the disease because I am a victim of crimes and domestic violence, and defendants are retaliating against me, and I have a disease. So it's WIC
Tell me what happened at the food pantry.
If I can just continue with the codes because you wanted to know.
But what happened at the food pantry? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the food pantry.
At the food pantry? When I went to the food pantry, they don't want me going there every week.
Which food pantry is run by LA County? Because he's saying he doesn't have jurisdiction. So which food pantries are we talking about?
I would have to conduct some due diligence. I don't know. You know, I thought that everything was being run by LA County. If you're saying that they're not, then I would have to verify that. But what I'm saying is, in addition to that, is he's saying that $292 is the maximum amount. And my question to Mr. Tim is, Mr. Tim, can you have 3 meals a day for 30 days? Yes or no? You can't. You cannot have 3 meals a day on $292. So you're obviously breaking the law. And you're saying that this is a federal mandate. But I'm giving you the federal code and I'm giving you the California code that shows that you're blatantly breaking the law. And Christina Ajar, she probably made up this maximum withholding or this information thing. It's just a document created by Christina Ajar or some other bureaucrat.
Well, wait a minute. Sir, where does it say the county has to provide 3 meals a day for a whole month?
It says right here, WIC 17000, every county and every city and county shall relieve and support all incompetent, poor, indigent persons and those incapacitated by age, disease, or accident lawfully resident therein, when such persons are not supported and relieved by their relatives or friends, by their own means, or by state hospitals or other state or private institutions.
You're saying that and that guarantees you 3 meals a day?
Yes.
But
In addition to
it
that,
doesn't say anything about 3 meals a day.
Yeah, it does. It says shall relieve and support.
That doesn't
all
mean 3 meals
indigent
a
persons.
day. You're saying that means 3 meals a day.
I mean, what
That's
do
your
you
interpretation.
shall relieve and support? In addition to
Some
that,
people get $23 a month from CalFresh, sir.
$23 a month when you have other income sources, but I'm indigent. And I'm also suffering from a disease because I'm a victim of crimes and domestic violence. I have zero money. If I live on $292, I'll be starving for 23 days because it's only going to last 7 days. After the 7th of the month, if I don't go to the food pantries, I cannot survive. I'll be starving for 23 days. So the other point is the WIC 17109, which adds to 17000, because I am an indigent with an estate that can be used for collateral. So DPSS workers, excuse me, are part of the racketeering crew, and they don't want to pay back the money to me, including Los Angeles County District Attorney Laura Jane Kestner. They have stolen my nest egg. It's not like I came to California without a pot to piss in. I was top-notch computer consultant at City National Bank, assistant vice president.
This sounds like duplicative testimony. Anything about the food pantries? 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't do the whole hearing again because it'll just be dismissed.
Basically, at the food pantries, there is a Jesse Smith, and also
Is this a county employee?
I believe he also works for LAPD. His name is Jesse Smith, and he also has a relationship to Lee D. Martin of the IRS whistleblower office. So, they stole my whistleblower checks, and they committed identity theft, and they've been impersonating me.
How did a food pantry worker get access to your income?
Because I was storing my items at the People Concerned Cryolysis, the bin, and Jesse Smith has a relative that works at the bin, including Marta, which has a relationship to Simone Cagua Silva D'Arienzo, which is also part of the D'Arienzo crime family,
Where were the
the
items?
Gambino crime family,
Where were
and
the items stored?
the Russo crime family. The items are stored at the People Concerned, the bin, which is located on Townie, Towne, Townie, and between
Do
5th and
they
6th.
have lockers? Was it just out in the open? Where was this? Where were these checks that were stolen?
Well, I'm going to California courts, and I'm going to government offices and DPSS and EDD, and I'm storing my EDD UI information with EDD account numbers. I'm storing all of my data. I'm storing all of my files at this big garbage bin that I'm putting into, because I'm homeless and I cannot carry this. This is why I was saying that I
So
cannot
the
come to
checks
this
were
hearing with 2
in a
bags.
trash can?
It's a very large trash can that they call the bin, where you can store your items. But
Are you sure it's not just where items are disposed?
no, because I was visiting there once a week every time I collected paperwork, and every time I went to the Ross store once a month to replace my clothing that was contaminated, I take the new clothing and I put it in the large garbage bin. And
Wouldn't that just get emptied out periodically?
no, but it's not actually garbage. It's a storage bin, but it looks like garbage, but it's actually a storage bin.
Is
And
it locked?
It's not locked.
So anyone could just come and just take anything?
Well, it's locked at the bin facility. You have to have a pass in order to enter the bin building. It's like
And then
a
once you
facility.
get into the building, can you just go to the trash can and?
No, you have to wait for workers to go into the storage room and get the bin and bring it to you. And then
Now these are your personal items?
all my personal items, which include paperwork and records and also clothing. So
And do they allow people to just leave their personal belongings on the property as long as they want?
well, it's not leaving the personal property on the property. It's actually a bin. It's not locked, but it's supposed to be secure. Nobody else is supposed to go into it. But it seems like Martha and Jesse Smith's relative were taking my clothing home and then contaminating my clothing for biological warfare with herpes and syphilis.
What's your
and stuff
evidence
like
of that?
My evidence of that is that I bought brand new clothing, and when I take it to the bin and then I start wearing it, I start developing herpes and syphilis all over my body.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
Basically, what I was talking to you about the WIC code and WIC 17000, and then the WIC 17109 adds to the work because it's saying that the city, the county should relieve and support all incompetent, poor, and indigent persons, especially a victim of crimes of domestic violence, which I'm not mentally ill. So they only have one class of recipients, 22-003, and I am a victim of domestic violence. I'm not mentally ill, and also I have a disease. I have an infectious disease, and I'm an indigent person. So, and I also have an estate, and that estate can be used as collateral because I didn't come to Los Angeles without a pot to piss in. That my $2 million was stolen by the LADA, the district attorney. So it's up to DPSS to pay for my 3 meals a day and to pay for my shelter and to pay for all my costs, including a shower. I didn't get to take a shower in like 5 years, and this is a violation of prisoner of war and Geneva Convention, and also a violation of FEMA and Homeland Security Civil Rights Division. So this is discrimination also, and it requires affirmative action because I cannot receive any justice in California courts because of pay play racketeering, and Nancy Medina is a relative of Jackie Contreras and Christina Ajar, and they're part of D'Arienzo and Gambino and Russo and Balacco crime families. And I used to be part of that family, but now I disown them because I filed a whistleblower complaint. I called the FBI and I filed a whistleblower complaint report. I ratted out my family in 1997, and they've been assaulting me ever since. And
Do any of the people you named, Medina, Contreras, do they work for the county?
Jackie Contreras, I believe, is the DPSS director, and she's working with Valerie Lagle. Valerie Lagle is an assumed name of Elaine Mandel. Elaine Mandel is the judge from Santa Monica Courthouse, along with Craig D. Carlin, and he has a relationship to Vicente Axon.
Santa Monica Courthouse, Superior Court?
It's
Or
trial Superior Court.
Okay,
But-
those are state workers. Any county workers?
No, but you don't understand. She's the racketeering boss, so she controls the Supreme Court and she
Sure.
controls 2DCA.
County workers. I'm just asking about county
And
workers.
she's also going by the name of Valerie Lagle, who's having a relationship at Stanley Moss Courthouse with
I don't have jurisdiction.
Nancy Medina.
I don't have jurisdiction over the state worker. If you want to tell me about a county worker, I'm happy to. But the state workers, nothing I can do.
county worker. So county worker, there is Feezy Davenport, there is Hilda Solis. There is. I went to visit LAPD, and there was. He goes by the name Aparicio, and he's a detective, but he's like a senior detective, and he's in charge of the entire LAPD.
I have no
Aparicio,
jurisdiction over
who
the
has a
police
relationship
force.
with my second wife, Mariana Cala Ramos Aparicio, and
I don't have
also
jurisdiction, sir.
a relationship to Kim Johnson.
Who was that?
Kim Johnson was the deputy for California Governor Gavin Newsom.
State worker. Any county workers, sir.
I believe Luisa Palma.
Who was that?
She administered the ALJ, Administrative Law Judge,
State worker.
state worker, county worker. I would have to review my notes.
All right, that's fine.
But also, I want to mention that Mr. Tim is blatantly breaking the California code and the federal code, which is the American with Disabilities Act, but also work relief projects, which is 17200, and also,
So I've got all this information.
well, but there's more that I haven't mentioned. There is funds for the provision of legal services to indigent persons, which is
That's not relevant, sir. I'm striking it. No.
oh, it's not relevant to
No.
CalFresh.
Legal services? No. This is about
Be-
food pantry. You told me this was about a food pantry.
Well, the reason why it's relative is that I came here with $2 million that's stolen, and if I would have had my $2 million, I wouldn't need the CalFresh.
I can't order anything in that, sir.
Okay, also there is the MVC, Military and Veterans Code, Indigent Veterans 928.
I don't have jurisdiction over that.
Okay, I'm almost done. There is the WIC 22-003, right to a state hearing, that mentions incorrect. It mentions that things can be reviewed. The appeal hearing can be reviewed if there are incorrect grant computations, which I want forensic accounting on my general ledger based on my file number and account number and social security number, and incorrect classes of recipients. I'm not mentally ill, I'm a victim of domestic violence, and also the wisdom or qualifications of the administrative law judge. I'm not talking about your qualifications, but prior judges like
That's all right.
Ms. Yauman, but I forgot her name. And then the WIC 17109 I mentioned already. There is the Gov Code miscellaneous. It's Gov 8315, which is racial discrimination, and I am not receiving enough CalFresh because I'm not part of El Chapo. I'm not part of the South American drug cartel, and I am a whistleblower, and I'm protected by the Whistleblower Protection Act, and defendants are retaliating against me, which is racial discrimination. I've reached out to Fred Pun of the USDA Food and Nutrition Service for a complaint, and I'm collaborating with Fred Pun, and also Roberto Contreras for Civil Rights Division of the USDA. And I'm requesting action by the director, Jackie Contreras, which is WIC 22-062, and also a review by Fezia Davenport, a review by the Chief Deputy CEO, the Chief Deputy to Fezia Davenport. But I think they both have been murdered, and I'm wondering who is operating as the Chief Executive Officer of Los Angeles County, because I think they're both dead. And somebody's just stealing paychecks. In addition to that, Jackie Contreras, she was promoted to director, and the oversight committee for Los Angeles County is Jennifer Wicks, communications manager and oversight commission. I would like her to review the decision, and I would like the Chief Deputy of the Inspector General, her name is Dara Williams. I would like her to also review the decisions, because you're blatantly breaking the WIC code, the Gov code, and the health and human, hold on. Health and Safety Code, 120115. So communicable diseases. You are blatantly breaking the HSC, Gov, and WIC codes.
Sir, can they reach you at 213-354-0303?
No, that phone number, like previous phone numbers, has been stolen by the same racketeering crew that is part of El Chapo, Jackie Contreras, Christina Ajar, and Nancy Medina. They're all part of a racketeering organized crime.
So if the Office of Civil Rights wants to follow up regarding your discrimination complaint, how can they reach you, sir?
leocono89@outlook.com.
Strictly email. Okay.
But I do need a phone, and I cannot accept California Lifeline ACP anymore, or True Connect by the Brazilians, because...
That's all right. That's all right. I can't order it anyway, so we don't need to hear about that. Okay. Anything else, sir, about the food pantries?
About the food pantries. Yeah, I'm under the Federal Witness Protection Program, and so I'm living the life of a veteran, because I've, you can pretty much say I've been in combat with Los Angeles County for the last 7 years.
Well, were you ever in the military?
I'm not in the military,
Air
but
Force, Marines, Navy, nothing?
No, but I have to follow the laws of protective services, and it's being administered by the United States Armed Forces and the military and the Secret Service.
But you're not enlisted, and you never were
No,
discharged from any
no,
branch
I
of
was
the military?
promoting Joe Biden, and I was pretty much like the alternate press secretary for Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, and so I was receiving witness protection program from the Secret Service, and I'm also receiving witness protection program from the Highway Patrol and also from the federal government, which includes the United States military. So I've been living the life of a soldier for the last 7 years, but I don't receive any of those benefits. And if I go to a hotel, I don't even get a military discount. And there is a code here which is relevant, which is the military.
I don't have jurisdiction over the military, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Tim, any questions on cross-examination for Mr. Kono?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
I'll give you the last word, sir. Anything else?
My last word is that Mr. Tim is saying that the county or the state or the federal government, whoever you're saying, is giving you an order or is giving you regulations that for a single person like myself who's a victim of domestic violence, has infectious diseases, is indigent, and I'm a very skilled person who used to make $200,000 a year, and you're saying that the most you can give me is $292, and I would like to know, what is your basis of law? I would like to know what is your federal, U.S. code, California code, what is your basis of law other than Christina Jar or some bureaucrat director making up a document and saying that this is the maximum because it's listed in the document. I want to know what is the basis of law for this decision on withholdings and maximum, because it is fraud. From what I can see,
Wait a minute, he's got to answer.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't have that answer. I need to look it up and provide Mr. Kono whatever the question is, that what is based on what federal and state regulation. The county does not make regulation or rules. We do follow this federal and state regulation, Your Honor.
Well, what about the regulations cited in the statement of position? Are any of those?
Yes, sir. That's stated there that an individual with no income, the maximum allowable for a person with no income is $292.
Okay, but my question is that when I moved to Orange County, because I got a job at City National Bank in Los Angeles, and I also got a job at MIE Solutions in Garden Grove, and when I visited the DPSS office there in 2017 at Garden Grove, they would give me $586. How come when I was in Garden Grove I was getting $586, but now 8 years later you gave me $292?
This case is about October 2024, so I can't, it wouldn't be relevant anyway what was going on that long ago.
But that's my question. How come I was receiving $586 in 2017 and now I'm receiving $292? That is my question.
I don't really think it's relevant, so.
It is relevant because he's saying that 292 is the maximum. So if 292 is the maximum, then why was I getting 586 back then?
Those were many years ago, sir. It could have been different rules, different situation. Anything else, sir?
The county has nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Kono.
That's about it.
All right, time is now 3:41 p.m. All parties have been fully heard. I thank you both for your time and attention. I'll go ahead and I'll just submit these for both cases just for simplification. And that's it. We'll wrap it up. You're both free to go.
Okay.
And best of luck, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.